All right, my little screencasting program cut me off on the, the last example because I reached the max recording time. Sorry about that. I will keep these a little bit shorter from now on. But here we are still solving this for t. Our next item of business is to figure out what 324 minus 4 times negative 4 times negative 15 will be. Okay? And so just coming over to the side of my paper, I have 324, and then I have minus negative times a negative. So those three negatives together, I'm still going to be subtracting from that the product of 4 and 4.9 and 15. That ends up being, oh, I didn't get all that. I think that, let's see, I'll see what that is on my, okay, 4 times 4.9 times 15 is 294. Okay, we'll remember what that is. So 324 minus 294 is going to give us a discriminant value of 30. Okay? And so now at this point, I think it's a good idea for us just to get some approximate solutions. Okay? On one of them, I'm going to have negative 18 plus the square root of 30 over negative 9.8. And on the other approximation, I'm going to have negative 18 minus the square root of 30 over negative 9.8. Okay, so going to my calculator, and I will go ahead and round these to the, like the problem asked, nearest tenth of a second. When I take negative 18 plus the square root of 30 and then I'm going to divide that by the denominator of negative 9.8. We end up with 1.277 rounded to the nearest tenth. That would be 1.3 seconds. Okay. Let's calculate the other one. This one is a negative 18 minus the square root of 30 and then divided by negative 9.8. That gives us about 2.4 seconds. Now, one of these times is on the way up after Jerry launches it, and one of these is on the way down. The problem asked us for the time on the way up when George will catch the marble rye. Took him 1.3 seconds to launch that up to him in the third story window. Okay, let's finish up the section with the concept connections. Number 1 says write a formula for the area of a triangle of base B and height H. Area of any triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. You could also express that as base times height divided by 2. It's a B right there, not a 6. That's how we would calculate the area of a triangle if you need it. The formula for an area of a circle, we may need these. Area of a circle is pi times the radius of the circle squared. Number 3 says to write the formula for the volume of a rectangular solid of length L, width W, and height H. That was like in our example 1 from this section. To calculate the volume of a rectangular solid, it's the length times the width times the height of the solid. And number 4 is to write the Pythagorean theorem with legs A and B and hypotenuse C. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now it's time to do your 1.5 homework.